Hi, this is Kelly.
Hey, Kim.
Welcome to the Skinny. So yesterday at the Weight Watchers scale, I lost 0.2.
Yay.
Wasn't surprised because I lost,
Yeah.
I was at 2.8 last week. So I lost 3 pounds in 2 weeks, which I take that as a win because I just don't
really good.
I
That's
don't
good.
technically generally have 2 big losses in a row. That's not normal. So I was just really happy to lose.
I did good as well. I lost 2.6.
See,
so
she
0.8
caught
last
up.
week and 2.6 this week.
You caught up.
And I did. I knew, which I figured that's what was going to happen.
It happens.
Because it happens to me. That's, well, for some reason, it's a thing for me. I know that if I've had a great week and it's like a small loss, I know that my body's just going to figure it out.
It always happens to one of us when
It
we're
does.
both like hardcore and then we go in, it's always one of us loses the most and then the next week it kind of catches up. Yeah, happens every time.
It was good, and we're just continuing doing the same thing this week.
We had a little bit more of a food day yesterday.
Yes. Because we were out and about,
Yes.
things going on. It was great. But we've got all tracked.
Yes.
And we're just going to worry about, worry's not the right word, but just making sure we roll over some more points throughout the week into our weeklies.
So we're doing no desserts this week from Monday through Friday to weigh in. We're not going to do
No
any
dessert.
desserts except if you want a baked apple or an
Yeah,
apple
something
or
like fruit or something free.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But other than that, nothing. So this week we were at our meeting, we just kind of were talking about just the weight loss journey in general. And one of the things that
Well, and I'm going to interject,
sure.
that it's a good time to talk about it because it's the new year and new people are starting and you've already been into we're into February now, so we've had a month of newness and going after that new year thing, people start to fall off their New Year's resolution.
Well,
it was a good topic for that.
Really about mindset. And at that point, I truly realized, and I believe this is really true. I think the reason why that we're still doing this after 6 years, or is it 7?
6.
Is because last time we did this, all the other times we did Weight Watchers, we never approached it as if this is forever. We never had that acceptance and that mindset to it was always like, when I lose my weight, I think we always felt like we were going to go back to our old life.
And I still hear some people say that. I know people who say that. And it's like, you're not going, unless you want to go back to the weight you were prior, then you can go back to your old life, but you're going to go back to that weight as well.
When I think you accept that this is forever, then when the bad times come, like right now, we're struggling. I'm not at goal weight. I got about 10 pounds to lose, and
but we're not struggling now.
I'm above my lifetime weight. So, but that's also part of the journey. It's always going to be something you have to work on, and it's always going to be your life. It's forever. And that's, to me, I've proved, I went a year at maintenance. I go a lifetime. I maintained for a year. And then all of a sudden with my thyroid, with the Hashimoto's and stuff, I started to gain weight.
Well,
and holidays happened, all of those things. There are many
factors.
reasons and factors. But again, I realize it's part of life. Things happen sometimes in your control, sometimes out of your control. And I think the acceptance that this is forever is always going to keep us going forward, no matter what.
I think, I've not reached goal yet. But I've not really been sweating about it. I've not really been, I guess.
Because you're happy.
Because I'm happy
where you're at.
And I think, I'd be happier.
Sure, but you're not unhappy with where you're at.
If I'd be happier if I, was down in, like 5 or 6 pounds.
Me too.
I'd be a little more happy. But
everybody would.
But it's my goal.
Yeah.
All I'm concentrating on right now is just I want before my trip. We leave for you were going to Europe in April with friends. We're going to be gone for 2 weeks. We leave April 18th. So by April 18th, I have set a goal for myself of 7.2 pounds. And my bonus would be if it were 9.2. Would be the bonus.
I'm going for 10. So far, I'm 3 down. Well, I think I want an additional 10. Is that being greedy? Yes, I want an additional 10, but I'm just being greedy. But yeah.
But I forgot to finish my thought.
Okay.
So I've not reached goal, and that's okay. You know what? I think part of what all of this has become all this time, because went to my head when I first started this, somebody had posted, oh, I've been doing this for 8 years and I finally made gold, and I thought, Oh, heck no. I don't want to be 8 years and not hit goal. But you know what? Now that I'm at that, even before I got to this point, within the last 6 or so months, I've started to realize maybe part of it is the striving toward it that keeps me going. And maybe I'm always going to need that.
I'm going to interrupt on that.
Running for it.
You always strive for it, even when you're at goal.
But
I'm
still, I feel like I'm in the trenches because I've not hit lifetime. I still feel like I'm in those trenches. But it feels, you know what I'm talking about because you've been there too.
But you're honestly always in the trenches.
But
I'm not
maybe
kidding.
that's why I've kind of really not gotten in a twist about it. It's because I know I'm always going to be striving for it.
You are, because hitting goal weight in lifetime, even though it's in a year, it's like you're never immune. You're never going to be bulletproof. You're always going to work for it. Mm-hmm. And some years are, I had an easy year. Honestly, I had the year that I maintained it, I felt was an easy year for me.
But what's funny is we both kind of figured out what everybody has like an emotion they eat to. And ours used to be comfort and stress because my mom and you know what mine is currently? And I think she and I both suffer from this. Happiness.
Yeah. Stress doesn't make me eat.
Being happy does.
Being happy does. Celebrating, having fun.
Being in a happy place. You want to just celebrate and
that's part of it.
Eat with friends.
Yeah.
And you don't want to, and that, oh my gosh, I have to actually
guard. Who knew?
I have to guard against that. That's the
food trigger.
I'm honestly, am I going to complain about that? Absolutely not, because that's a really, really good one. If you got to have one that makes you want to eat, I'd rather it be that I'm happy.
Yeah. You got to find it more because you're generally a happy person.
Yeah, that's true. You got a point.
Yeah, we're generally glass half full type people.
We are. So it is a struggle when I'm really at that. When I'm really riding high on just really being happy.
Yeah.
You do want to celebrate, and that's a tough one.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
I was just thinking about something. I want to break in before I forget to do it. If our niece Chas is watching this, if you do watch this, I just want to say we're proud of you and you know what I'm talking about. So I was just going to break that in there. Just in case.
Everybody's got challenges along the way.
You do.
But I was talking to somebody the other day about Weight Watchers and about weight loss, and they had lost 65 pounds. She'd done it on her own. Mm-hmm. And one of the things I really feel like is that I really need the community, our community.
Yeah.
I see people who do it on their own, and I think that is absolutely phenomenal if they can. I need that help. I need that support and that accountability and to share. I need that. That's a big deal for me.
I think some people do. And that's, it's great when people are, just kind of cheering you on, giving you ideas, sharing the struggle, because you're not alone.
Yeah.
We all understand what food means to us, as far as the challenges that we face from it and the love for it, because I'm going to always love food. And somebody was, we were joking about getting colonoscopies this year because, we're in our 50s. We need to do that. I've yet to do it. And they keep,
I'm a good girl. I'm a rule follower.
She's the rule follower, and you all know that. I haven't done it yet, and I will, I promise. But my thing is, it's the food, the prep doesn't bother me. It's the fact that I have to go without food for a day. And I'm like, but I like my food. It's not like I get a lot, but what I get, I'm possessive of.
It's not that difficult.
I want my food. I don't want to be without food for a day. Is that bad?
It's horrifying because it's not, you know what we did the day before I had mine, because you gotta not eat.
Yeah.
We laid a tile floor at my stepmother's house in her entryway. We took up the old one, cleared it out.
Sam helped you.
Fixed it. We laid the floor, went and bought everything. We did the whole process, laid it, and it was empowering. And then I felt like I kept busy. So I didn't want to eat.
The thought of that just makes me go, nope. And I know I gotta do it.
Just do a project. You hand pick a project, and we just do that project.
What's gonna be my colonoscopy project?
Closet.
True. You're gonna share that later, aren't you? She's got another OCD project. Is killing me. She drags me into these things. Oh man, this is gonna be a big one. I should not have said anything. Are you gonna give him a tip? You're gonna tell him a little bit? Oh Lord. It's gonna be work for me.
One of my New Year's projects
And mine, of course.
Should I get the book I'm reading?
Oh gosh.
Okay, I'll be back. I met her, but she dragged me and she dragged it out, so I'm going to share.
Okay. She's going to drag me into something else. This happens all the time, as you guys can probably tell. She gets wild hair and she takes me along for the ride. So we've got another one coming. She's just like, got this wild hair to do this. It's always like, what now?
It's got wild hair!
You gotta be me sometimes. I'm like, what now? Okay. What am I gonna do now?
So part of my New Year thing is I really kind of want to figure out how to dress the new me, or the me that I've had for a little while, but kind of haven't really figured out my style. I know the things I like, but I feel like I haven't really figured. I have so many clothes, and I probably wear 20%, 25%.
I would agree with that. Most people do.
And it's really figuring out what I love and what my style is and what. So anyway, that's my exploration for the new year. So I picked up this book on Amazon, and I actually ordered the book versus the Kindle because I wanted to have it.
She wanted to highlight it.
Yes,
no,
because that's what I do. And there's a checklist on this lady's website that I got, and I'm going to work this checklist.
Yeah.
And it's called The Smart Woman's Guide to Style and Clothing. And it's by Kara Lane. I don't love the cover.
I can fix that.
But Kelly fixed
Kara.
But I really like the book, and I totally think it's a smart, common sense, but steering me, because I feel kind of floundering, but it's steering me where I need to be. You know, purge my closet, how to purge, you know, what are things I should look for when I'm purging? Fit, comfort, the things you just, I don't like this. Why don't you like it? I mean, I think there's more to it.
Yeah.
Trying how to, you know, to look to find your style. Really find it, how to, you know, figure out what your wardrobe needs. So I'm kind of exploring that. So I'm super excited about that. And I think that's something that will be a really good, motivating thing for me.
Tell them what
for the new year.
Through the wardrobe is going to require.
Oh, you have to count all of your clothes, including your shoes, your handbags,
shirts, dresses, pants, everything.
And she noted in her book that she had 604 items. 40 of them were t-shirts. Who needs 40 t-shirts? Which is, i.e., what she said.
Yeah.
I would say the same thing if I had 40 t-shirts.
But she also says that most people only wear 20% of their
And
wardrobe.
I
would agree with that.
I would totally agree. When I read that, I'm like, I totally agree. 20, 25, and me, as far as my life.
Agreed.
I see that. And I see stuff that I'm like, why is it still in my closet?
Why did I buy
because
that?
Because clearly I'm not wearing it, so clearly I'm not happy with it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I really need to more analyze why I'm not happy with it. So I've started kind of thinking about my style and things that I see other people wear that I like. And I do find that I do lean toward a classic style.
Me too.
You know,
couple edgy
pieces,
pieces like trendy.
Yes.
The trendy pieces kind of like it's like the trendy pieces are something you would spend less on.
Yeah.
The more classic, basic wardrobes, of course, you're going to spend more on, more quality.
And everybody's built differently.
Everybody is.
She describes body types, and I figured out what my body build is, which is helpful.
And what clothes looks best for what body type.
And one of the things I thought was interesting, she said, always have your measurements on hand, like, you know, shoulders, waist, hips. Because if you go to buy something online, order something online, you have your current. She always emphasizes current. And I really never thought about that.
Which is what we did with the Yvette Sports.
We
measured.
We measured.
Yeah,
we measured.
Yep.
And sometimes you do have to measure when you're ordering something online because you really are kind of taking a crapshoot, especially if you're, you know, borderline size.
Right. And,
so
it's weird because and we all know this.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a size this, you're also a size that, because you're always generally two sizes.
Yes.
Because that's in some clothes you wear,
sometimes
know, X one in some.
Oh yeah, I got three sizes in my closet, and it just depends sometimes on the brand.
It does. It really does.
That is like the women's lot in life.
It is.
It is.
You know, like I know that I wear most of my clothes in X, so I generally know where I land. But I know in these things I wear this, and in these things I wear that. It's just normal. It's just women's clothes.
And doing the arm surgery even changed that. So, because I was buying a size up a lot of times to accommodate my arms.
Yes.
So that changed things. So now that my arms and then my next surgery, I will be able, the world of shirts will be more open to me than it ever has.
Because I'm seeing it now. Because I'm seeing it now. Because
but I think it'll even be more so.
Yes, because you're going to fit, yours are going to be more like mine.
Yes.
They're measured the same, except slightly different. But she just has more hanging skin.
Yours is more firm.
Yes, mine's more firm because it's muscled. It's muscled. And then, you know, it's like, but it's, you know, once I take care of where she's going to take care of is like here in the elbow, then,
But that will
but it has opened up. I mean, I'm
more
wearing
in a wardrobe.
Yep.
So I am finding
crazy.
that this is an interesting project for me for the year, and I
And me.
highly recommend it.
Because she drags me.
And yeah, because you can drag
She
into
dragged
it.
me along.
So if you are, I mean, that is something I think is motivating. I need something for the new year that's fun,
You always have to have a
motivating.
project.
I always have to have some type of project that's a me project, and something that ultimately will make me happy.
I'm collateral damage.
Well, I mean, don't you feel like you go through your wardrobe and you're trying to dress your new body, and sometimes you're like,
Yes.
can I wear that?
I would agree
Or
with
can
that.
I? I mean, don't you feel that way? If you've lost a chunk of weight, you suddenly have to figure out how to dress this body
Yeah.
versus the body before. And
Yes.
that can be a struggle. So I highly recommend the library, going to the library, getting some books on style, going on Amazon, getting books
Yeah.
on style, and figuring out what works for you.
Because when you're heavy, I think I dress to conceal.
Yes.
I didn't dress, and I would try to pick something I kind of liked. I never loved
And
any
it was
of
always
it
black.
because, you know, I was dressing to conceal. I wasn't dressing to draw attention to myself.
Black, navy, gray.
Yeah, but I'm still a person that loves. I mean, I still come out of this. I love black.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love gray. Those are my favorite colors.
Yeah,
If you want to call them colors, I call them colors.
they are.
I love blues. You know, I just tend toward, you know, when somebody sees me in color, they're usually surprised. I wear more than I used to. I really do. And I wear prints sometimes
Mhm.
too. But I love stripes. Y'all know that. But I still, if you say, what's your favorite color? My first is usually gray and then black.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, neutral, she talked about that in here too.
Your colors.
Neutrals,
Our colors were
Colors.
cool.
I mean, I really have to say this is extremely
Yeah.
thorough. And I read it once, and I'm going to go back and just work through the steps. So that's
Just to read it again and make no more notes.
no, I just have to do the steps.
We do
We're
have to
going
do
to
the
do
steps.
step one, which is
Oh.
count your stuff, taking out hashtags, bottoms, tops. I mean, we're doing the hashtags.
I'm
We're
going
going
to
to count.
confess, I probably do have a lot of t-shirts.
So anyway,
And I do need to get
we
rid of
will
some of them.
keep you updated on
Yeah.
how this project is
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have to truly drag her into helping me with this project.
Oh, it's gonna take so much time. I told her, I said, when we're laid up with the arms, we can't necessarily. I mean, we're gonna be like this.
Well, yeah, that's going to be a movie weekend. There's going to be
Yeah.
lots of Jane Austen going on that weekend.
It's gonna happen.
There is going to be some Jane Austen. Lori's bringing us dinner. We're watching Jane Austen.
We're gonna watch a little Persuasion Friday night.
Prejudice.
Yeah, it's just
And then, oh, hey, we'll throw some Jane Eyre in too. You got to throw Jane Eyre. So it can't be all Austen. So maybe
Oh,
watch
Austin
Jane
all
Eyre
the
too.
time.
That's
We definitely will be moving it, but yeah, that
So,
project's gotta happen.
So yeah, so super excited about that. It's my New Year's thing. I have to have a thing every year. So that's where I'm at. I'm doing this year. This week, we're going to have our meal plan again.
Yeah.
And last week, one of the things I noticed, we did a meal plan, but we moved things around.
Yeah.
But it was nice to go and go, which one do I feel like today? Oh, let's have that.
And at some point, we
Just make a
are
listing,
going
even
to
if you just
share.
don't even do it.
We are going to share some of those meal plans.
Yes.
I mean, we'll even just speak through, like, you know, we've got one week we
Mhm.
just put down, we'll put another week down, and we're also trying new stuff. We've got
We
some
are.
new stuff that's in the queue to try. We've done, you know, we went and we're
bought
going
all the stuff for
yes.
one of them, and one of them is it's a pasta one from Emily Bites that I'm going to try.
It's a different
And
one.
I have everything but the chicken because I'm just going to buy the chicken fresh when the night we're going to do it.
We also have a new pizza dough we're going to try.
Yes, we found online from
Yes.
someone who does a pizza dough using the yeast.
Yes.
And you make more of it, and then you just kind of utilize it as you go. And
Yeah.
so we're going to try that, and
And
if
we're
it
gonna
works
share.
for us, and we'll share
yes.
how it worked for us. So we'll try that this week.
Yeah.
That's going to be one of the dinners
Yes.
this week is the pizza. And
So we're doing some exploring to share
Some
more of that stuff,
exploring.
some more
Because
foods, and
we're very boring.
we
eaters,
are very boring eaters.
which is why we don't share a lot of what we eat. We believe that we are very boring eaters.
we are. The only thing that really gets changed up for us generally is
Yeah.
dinner, because we do Premier protein shakes for breakfast, and we do
Salad.
cruciferous salad for lunch, and sometimes I'll put a crunch with that. I'll put like the Weight Watchers 2-point chips, the
Mhm.
new nacho ones, or maybe a bag of Lay's chips, or
Baked Lays.
baked Lay's, or maybe I'll do like a protein. Sometimes it's the chicken on my salad or whatever it is.
Whatever the mix up is, that's usually typically that's it.
But it's boring.
But it's boring.
I mean, I break out like occasionally at work. We go out, so then I decide what I'm going to eat, and generally
But
it's a
dinner's
salad.
where we mix it up. I mean, where we will, but we have, we're still do our conies, our chili conies that we've talked about in the past, because that's a Cincinnati thing.
It's a staple.
And that's a staple. Sometimes it phases out because I'll get tired of it, and then it'll come back in.
But again, it's our card. I mean, maybe it's something
it's our card.
Introduce our card cards
It's
again.
New Year, so maybe it's a good time to talk about the cards. And I do, and actually, I need to add a couple of things to the card. To be honest,
we do. I mean, they're not technically recipe cards, but they're meal planning cards. They basically are an index card that says this is a dinner,
and
this is a lunch, and it's X amount of points.
Yeah, I mean, so if one of our ladies, Rachel, years ago, this was something she suggested, and we still do it, but it's been a while since I've added to it, so I need to add to it, where if you have a meal you really like and you know it's going to get repeated, just write it down. Oh, Subway, and I'm just saying, I even have going out one cards. Mm-hmm. Subway, the turkey, 6 points. Baked Lays, 4 points. That's one meal. Or, if the pizza, I have, what the points are. The sauce that I use is the Constantino, what the points are. And I just create that meal on that card, and I give it the points. So that way one day I can go,
we can go meal plan, and we flip through the cards.
Do we have this? Yeah. If I have my cards for the week, I can go through and see if I have everything for all of those meals.
Yeah. So
it's helpful.
We'll pull those out next week. And remind me, don't forget that.
Yeah, but I need to add to it. I have a couple things that have been really good that we need to add.
So, and we'll share that because it is helpful for us, because it really, sometimes your staples go in and out depending if you get sick of it, but I'll flip through there and go, oh gosh, I haven't had that in a while. That's going to come back into rotation. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're lazy, and it's just one of those things that,
but it's super helpful.
But it's helpful because it keeps you from having to rethink this. We're lazy. I mean, it's like, I got other things to do.
We're lazy meal preppers.
We are. So it's like, I just like to be able to go through there's that card. I remember that. Let's add it.
That was good.
Versus sometimes I don't want to go out and search for brand new stuff. And we're in the mood to do that right now. But generally we're lazy about it.
Actually, because it's New Year, it's fresh.
Yeah.
So I start kind of looking in the store for things before I was just kind of, I don't have time for that.
I got to look at my, card list and see what hasn't been put in the rotation.
And I do keep more of an eye out when I'm shopping for stuff that I've not seen.
Yeah.
Which is good too. I start doing that in the new year just to see what's new out.
Yeah, that's why this new dough is something for pizza dough we're looking at.
Speaking of new,
what?
We ordered, because we've shared the Smart Cakes before a long time ago.
Yeah, we don't eat them often.
I rarely order them.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things you just gotta take time to do it. I'm like, but I saw that they had muffins,
which I love muffins.
So we both love muffins. And one of the things I do miss from years ago that I no longer eat is a muffin. Ugh. I miss the muffin.
Yeah,
really,
like nobody's business.
Bad. Uh-huh. They have this one is the chocolate chip. Super.
It's good,
delicious, and it's big.
It's 3 points.
It's like that big, and it's thick.
Do you want to actually show them one? You want me to grab one out of the freezer?
I can do that.
Okay.
They're just super.
Yeah, we took them out of the box because we have one left out of this box, and it's in the freezer. And we bought 2 boxes. And we only did the chocolate chip at this point. Really good. They're nice. The crunch of the chocolate chip, which I love, is really good. I like the texture.
And they also have a
but they only
banana and walnut.
Yeah, they only come 3 in a box.
You can't. It's frozen. But there's chocolate chips loaded on the top.
Yeah.
See all the little chocolate chips in there?
And it's almost like a muffin
big.
top.
I mean, it's like and I get small hands. This thing is bigger. It's bigger than my palm. Super good.
There's only 3 in a box, which is kind of a bummer. What is the price point, Kim? I don't remember.
Honestly, don't remember.
But, I wouldn't buy them all the time because, again, price. But occasionally, for me...
Occasionally I buy 2 boxes because that gives with each of 3 of them. And we would probably eat them one or 2 ways. Sunday, just a Sunday breakfast. Mm-hmm. Or we would do maybe one night during the week, like maybe a Saturday night, as a snack.
Or because
But
they're
that
3
would be
points.
how- that
or
would be how we
that's
would do it.
this is something we were talking about. I would take this like if we were going to a family birthday party and I wanted to skip the cake. I would take this as my cake. Maybe steal like a little teaspoon of icing off that cake and throw it on there. Done. And a lot less points than cake.
And I liked it that much that I would totally utilize it in that regard.
Yeah.
If I were going to an event with my family, especially,
Yeah.
where I know there might be birthday cake or something like that, I would truly take that with me as my substitute.
And give it a try to avoid
Especially
it.
the chocolate chip one.
It's high protein. It's got
9 grams.
9 grams of protein. So, you know, it's also could be a decent on the go breakfast, but you know,
we do our shake because it's 2 points. This would be just Sunday breakfast because sometimes we'll do our oatmeal for Sunday breakfast, but this would be a good alternative too.
yeah.
So yeah, something new.
It's something different.
Something different.
Yeah.
I was just, I'll just go. I saw one. I was feeding through Instagram. And I was like, oh, I haven't had those in a while. Went to the website, saw them off, and I went, oh,
Yeah, because the cakes, they're
they're
okay.
okay. They're fine.
They're fine. I like them. I think I like the lemon one the best.
This is
But
10 times better.
I think these
And
taste
I
better.
will never probably buy the cakes again because I will always be buying these.
I must also buy the
I mean,
muffin.
even though I know those are 1 point a piece, I would actually rather buy the muffin because it's so good.
I thought it was better.
They have the buns. I've tried the buns before, but
This was way back when.
way back when. They may have altered by now, but they just kind of were falling apart. They didn't really hold together, so it's always kind of my burger. I was like, oh
But
my
it
god,
might
my
be-
bun's falling apart. They may be different now. The texture
Yeah.
could be different.
It's been a long
That's
time.
how long it's been since we've tried the smart bun. It could be no problem now.
Yeah.
So yeah, something new.
Other than that, anything new? Other than the wardrobe crazy business we're gonna be doing.
She's gonna make fun of me over all this.
Oh man, pray for me. It's gonna be work.
Hey man, I need your help.
Oh my goodness.
It'll be
You know
fun.
I'll follow you. I do always. You schlep me along and I follow. Sometimes you have to drag me a little bit, but
It'll be fun.
sometimes I'm kicking and screaming. Other times I just go silently. She drags me into this business all the time. I'm always like, oh gosh, what now?
You really don't drag me into much.
I don't.
Because you don't ever do anything fun.
I do.
You don't think stuff up to do. You make me do all that.
I don't think of the crazy projects. I think let's paint the house, or let's go to the library, or let's go to the zoo. You're like, let's redo our entire wardrobes, and we have to count every single solitary piece. No, I don't do that kind of stuff. So come on, let's clean the basement. Like, go through everything. I don't do that.
That is happening this year.
Ugh.
Just so you know. I finally, in stages, purged the garage. It's almost done.
Because she again made me do it.
I had to really work that. Every time garbage day would come around in the summer, oh, let's go by the garage and put shit in the garbage.
Oh yeah.
Always said that.
Sometimes she just makes me do the stuff. I mean, some of it, yeah, I'm like all in. It's normal stuff you gotta do. But sometimes these projects, I'm just like, A, how long is this gonna take? B, how much is this gonna cost me? Right?
Oh, you exhaust.
I could say the same.
Just do as you're told.
So we will keep you up to date on Kim's new project.
On said project.
So we will see you later. Bye.